between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Lions 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First and 10 at their 44-yard line.
They run again on first down. Chubb powers through it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 6-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Brissett sets to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Brissett being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Higgins. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Lions nothing. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Brissett. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. action now. Brissett. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From the 22, Burrow. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Burrow will throw. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Well, they're down only 1 score. Still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recovered. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Lions at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, Brissett. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Brissett.
Quick slant to Chubb.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brissett. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Josiah DeGuara.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Lions have recovered.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now McManus on to kick this one off. A first down throw for Brissett. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give, this is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Brissett's throw going to be caught by Davis. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Brissett now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Javonte Williams, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Now Brissett. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fourth down, Brissett. Forced out to his left. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. The 20, 10, touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. What oftentimes makes people miss is that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll.
looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On one, right?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Complete. Smith has it. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all because you want that penalty. All right? They just picked up a first down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. A run for Nick Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Brissett drops it off for Chubb. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Chubb.
But he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They run. Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep. 1st and goal. Chubb. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And again, it's Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This is 3rd and goal, Brissett. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 6 yards away. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the 10. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. First down, here's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now it's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Throwing, Burrow. This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw is complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Here we go. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Burrow. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
It's not cool about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
To throw, Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be fourth down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Ted.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
On the carry, it's Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
So it's a win here for the Lions, and it was all thanks to the play of their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for the Lions, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.